Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hello, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Kaspan Yaronzaki. You know what? I like you to keep listening to Glass FM. This is where you get a whole lot music, sports, news, you name it. You don't want to be anywhere else in the world right now. Just keep listening, alright?
Glass FM, your number one radio station.
Good evening to you, listener out there. How was your day? How was your work today? I hope everything went out well with you today. We are here on the Overview Show as usual on your number one online radio station, Glass FM. And on today's edition, we'll be taking a very interesting topic. But before we go ahead to introduce the topic for today, we all know that it's the election period is fast approaching. So it brings us to the topic for today, which is titled Political Apathy. But before I introduce the topic fully to tell you in details what the topic entails, we'll be going on a musical break, and when we come back, we are going to break it down in bits what political apathy is. So don't go nowhere. I still remain your host for today, Sunday. Nanmini Rejoice. Don't go nowhere.
A bigger brand, I was back up, but changing the end and heavily sent to the world full of devilish friend, trying to pretend that it's fine, but we'll lose our defense. You don't tear with their talking, they fall on deaf ears. We don't cry, but then be like, who cares? Ignoring the citizen, protecting the band. This is not be the usual, not be national anthem. Welcome to society. Welcome to the pain, depression, and the variety. Welcome to the poverty and shame, affecting our biology. The hustle is real. People have to kill to survive in the field. A lot of people steal, plenty people deal. A lot of people back to a 4-square meal. So my God, is this hot and my soul is bleeding. I'm feeling bad as I look to the ceiling. A lot are depleting, morality decreasing. This is absurd and it's mentally killing. Momsy don't die, momsy still crying. I know go on leave, I make you suffer now, guy. Reason I'm well, bro, I know I get time. If you really won't walk, then I got to crime. This life ain't easy in this part of the world. Most citizens are out in the cold, praying every day and hoping for a better day. Hustling to keep the body and soul like a hard time in a lifetime. This life no break, even half time. I have plenty big issues in my own prime. Are we leaders of tomorrow? No sign. We don't even have rights, they're so mine. Oh man, we're so doomed, maybe so blind. If you really dig deep in my gold mine, you realize that none of us is doing fine. There's a side to us ruin, the cops keep pursuing, everywhere remains stagnant, nobody was moving. We're doing a lot of different things, trying to make ends meet, but we're stuck in the bin. What about the people in the street? I got plenty big tears that you pray for. Lot of us really can't take the hit. His love is sent us to more years to label. There's a side to us lying, the people are crying.
Corruption is rising, family splitting. Change we are seeking is more than us. Yeah.
What about the people in the street? I got plenty big things that you pray for. Lot of us really can't take the hit. His love is sent us to more years to label. There's a side to us lying, the people are crying. Corruption is rising, family splitting. Change we are seeking is more than us. Society, here, he's out of verge of collapsing. People running out of patience, time elapsing, indulging in many different things, multitasking. No regard for love, the corruption is drastic. My heart they melt, I'm on this don't be plastic. See my head in red, even medicated glasses with serum and futile. This is unusual. Things on my head, fit cause bread tumor. Breadwinner now can't afford bread. Blind man say country done red. Husband and wife too on their career, cause a lot done there. Everybody done fast. Last year don't collide my phone. Threatening to kill me, glad I'm home. Sure not like this, we go there. You want me a country change, I'm up, you go there. This change not 218, no be only from top, bro, stop waiting. For your mind to your soul, for your spine to your bone, they change affect you, dog, instantly. Imagine say robots no day. Robots no day, scoffers no day, nobody to the team and they shot only. Imagine say robots no day, bombers no day, nobody to the team and they shot only. Now on the understand this change is gradual. Automatically, it can't happen, it's manual. You guys put more effort, my God, before you shout change. Change your life. I understand this change is gradual. Automatically, it can't happen, it's manual. You guys put more effort, my God, before you shout change. Change your life. Beyond, prima fanatic.
Alright, welcome back from that musical break. I hope you were entertained. We'll be talking about political apathy. Before we go ahead, we'll be telling you what political apathy is. Political apathy is the lack of interest of people in the political activities of their state or their country. That is to say that the people of a particular state or country lack interest in the political activities of their country. They are not bothered about the political affairs that are taking place in their country. And some of the forms of political apathy are refusal to register for election, because political apathy, it's the lack of interest of people in the political activities of their country. So some of the things that lead to political apathy are refusal to register for election. You find out that some citizens regard registration of like voters card registration as a waste of time, even if they are qualified to do so. In Nigeria, the age in which you are eligible to vote is 18. But you find out that some people are actually above 18, but they don't see the need of them going to register for the voters card. And when I went for that short musical break, Rokatina came into the studio, and I would love him to chip in with what he thinks about political apathy. So Rokatina, what do you have to say about political apathy, which is the topic for today on the overview program? I would love to hear your own point of view on this topic. So,
well, first of all, I would like to say good evening, Rejoice.
And, good evening, Rokatina.
And good evening to the listener out there. You were talking about political apathy, and then you defined it. And I got that interesting, though I'm not supposed to be here, but I have to be here because I have to come and say hi to Rejoice. And when you were talking about political apathy, most of the times, the citizens out there, they don't care about involving themselves into anything like politics when it comes to them exercising their franchise. Or maybe going out there to go and do the needful. And then when you ask a lot of people out there, they will tell you that they don't have time to go and stay under the sun in order to
you find out that they always complain about time, but when the bad governance is taking place, they are the ones that complain the most.
Definitely.
Not knowing that they have a hand in the bad governance.
Okay. Outside there, when I was coming in, I kind of tuned in, and then I heard you just talking about apathy, and I thought, oh my God, I have to come here as soon as I can. And what happened in this sense is that those people who actually complain the more are those people that have nothing to do with anything like exercising their franchise. At the end of the day, there will be a kind of, God forbid, I didn't vote for this person. You who is listening to us right now, what are you doing in order to be a game changer when it comes to all these political issues? And another thing again is, at times I don't get to blame the citizen. I don't get to blame them because when you look at the Nigerian system, you look at national identity card is different, voters card is different. You have a driving license different. You have each and every ID card different. And I wish at times maybe the government will just chip in. Maybe you have when you have your ATM, then you have your national identity card joined to it. You have a voters card joined to it, so that when you are going out there to go and do something, it's going to be like you holding just a card.
Okay, like they should minimize the documents into a single card.
Yes, because when you go to an INEC office, you find out that their card is different. When you go to the national identity,
the card is different.
Their card is different. When you in fact, if you're having a driving license, you find out that each and everything is different. So instead of them, doing all these things, they should have bring it together so that if you register once, they will know you register once. And that one brings an issue whereby you'll find out that some people fluctuate their ages.
Yeah.
We talk about people who are above
18 and they are not voting.
And then they are not registered in order to be eligible voters and the rest of the thing. So when you get to look at this, that is why even in the Nigerian system there are no truth in it. You look at this situation whereby somebody might be 30 years old and then due to all these kind of things, at the end of the day the person might be answering maybe, let's say, 28 or 27 years, as the case may be.
So some of the forms of political apathy are also refusal to check their voters registration. Like some of them actually registered, but they refuse to go and get their PVC.
Yeah, okay. Yesterday I happened to go around in order to see things for myself. And when you go out there, some cards that have been there since 2013, they are still there and nobody is going there to claim.
Like, so what's actually the point of it? Because you actually queued there to register, you're not going there to get your card. So is it that you were not really pained by the stress you went through to get the PVC done, that you don't even see a need to go and get the original?
The truth of the matter is some people don't care. They don't care whether,
that's actually
whether they have such a thing. Okay,
apathy.
let me tell you something. If bank decides to say, okay, today we are giving citizens, or maybe we are doing a giveaway, as the case may be, because a lot of people are kind of
interested in giveaway
or something like that, and then they, in fact, if you have, maybe if the bank may decide to say, but you have to hold maybe a national identity card or maybe your voter's card, believe you me, you see people trooping into INEC to go and claim.
Like people will literally be running to the INEC offices.
Well, like, sometimes we should be the change we want.
We should be like, change starts from us here. We cannot be saying we need change, but right at the grassroots there, you are not ready to give way for that change to step in.
Well, a lot of people are agents of political apathy. Yes, some of them are. And then if we don't change our mindset, believe you me, this country is going to be on its knees.
Yeah. So we need to like step in, like let's make Nigeria work again. We know that Nigeria is actually in the bad state, but we cannot achieve a better Nigeria with political apathy. We need to come out and exercise our franchise. Vote for the person you feel is credible. Not that I'm pleading with you out there. The elections are drawing near and nearer day by day. So please vote for the credible candidate. Please and please. No selling of your PVC, no collecting of bribes and the likes of them. Please, let's come out and vote right to achieve a better Nigeria. And another form here.
Before you go to another form, I think some other people are having this mindset that maybe involving themselves in politics is maybe going for rallies, or better still being what did they even call them, delegates, to go and delegate for that's what some people think that involving themselves in politics is all about. Maybe going out there to go and get those 500 naira, or maybe that's why you find out that some other people even sell their PVCs.
Another annoying part of it is that when it comes to political rally, you find a lot of youth there running up and down, shouting, raving and ranting. But when it comes to the day of the election, they are nowhere to be found. Well, like that doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Yeah, the thing is, most Nigerians are interested in those little change they will get, maybe during the, or maybe before and after. Okay, I actually observe some things at times.
Yeah.
You find out that maybe they'll come and say, Rejoice, Rocketina, let's go out there to go and support somebody who is coming into Plateau State, for instance, to come for his or her rally for the campaign and whatsoever. And then the next thing you and I may ask, I'm not saying we are going to ask, but the next thing you and I may ask is how much is that person going to pay? How much? And at the end of the day, they say for 500 naira, and I say, oh, yeah, money for hand.
We really need to perish that idea of them giving us money. Like, how much do they even give? You calculate it by the years they spend in power. Like when they don't do the right thing there, you get to suffer for years. Just calculate it. It won't even last up to like most of the amount they give. It's not even going to last you a week or so.
Rejoice,
but you find out that
it's one measure of rice.
A measure of
500
rice.
naira. They will give you just a sachet of salt, or maybe a T-shirt and a pickup, and that ends it for 4 years.
And another annoying part of it is that you won't find those politicians sharing those things. They only share it when elections are near, and that doesn't give us a clue that they are trying to buy our votes with the things they do.
Well,
that should ring a bell. Like on a normal day, you won't see them coming around to share that rice, that salt, that palm oil. It's only when the elections are near that you find them going up and down, trying to show solidarity. Like that should ring a bell.
As far as I'm concerned, we turn ourselves to be like we are in what do they call it, a refugee camp or something like that.
Yeah.
We just put ourselves in that stage. Okay, if now somebody decides to say, okay, let's go for this, let's go for that, you understand, and then you said no and I said no, who would that person be left with to say, okay, I have so person to go back me up?
I don't know. It's actually I don't know how to just put it. It's actually insane. Okay, we'll be going on a short musical break. Okay, rather we'll be going for a time out. And when we are back, we are going to go deep and deeper into political apathy. Don't go nowhere. I'm still your host for today, Sunday. Nanmini, rejoice.
With over 30 countries listening to us all over the world, we still continue to raise the bar when it comes to entertainment.
With riffs and runs, especially when it's worship. Do you understand? You can't just start
Wore the crown with dignity.
Ibombe! 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 Ibombe!
Sports.
Throw it out this time. The defense is looking very vulnerable here. They just can't cope. It's a searching ball.
Current affairs.
How has the project affected the price change for transportation
it
so far?
changed many things. People are trekking, suffering, going up and down.
Okay. And lots more.
Last FM, your #1 radio station.
Before we went on the time out, we were talking about the forms of political apathy. And another form of political apathy is the lack of trust, confidence, respect for political leaders. That's owing to bad governance. You get, like, you don't even believe in your leaders anymore because you keep voting and voting and voting, but at the end of the day, they go there and do the contrary. Like they read 10 points agenda, 5 points agenda, but at the end of the day, they don't even get to work with the agenda. What they do there is totally different. That's some of the things that make people tend to like feel relaxed about political affairs of their country.
Okay, in a situation like that, let me ask you, Rejoice,
yeah?
Are you to trust a politician?
I don't think I can't say I should. I can't say I should not. But
okay,
I don't think I would.
Talking about, let me divert a little. When we talk about this party whatsoever, you understand? In a situation like this, whereby you have, because as far as in Nigeria, we're not dealing on one party or two party system. We're dealing on multi-party system.
Yeah.
And then if one party is not doing well, you will find out that those people in that same party will be the same people to defect and go to that other party. Which means when we're talking about that, we're talking about people who have the same goal. When they're working on that, they have the same goal, and then when they decide to go to the other party, and then we see that this person is a kind of a credible candidate or something like that, we tend to follow that same person to go there, and at the end of the day, the person will take us to the middle of the ocean and then decide to leave.
Yeah, we keep going around in cycles.
Well,
you get, because it's still the same people running from one party to the other.
As far as I'm concerned, you, Mr. Politician, if you are listening to us right about this time, I'm talking to you, Mr. Politician. As far as you are not doing the right thing, you are not convincing us enough in order to give you our votes.
It's high time where we get to like change our ways, our thinking about politics.
It's easier said than done.
It's easier said than done. So you out there, go get your PVC, and it's not only about getting your PVC. Make sure you vote rightly.
It is your fundamental.
Like vote rightly. Yeah. Please don't get lured by all those little things they get to give you. You know what is good and go for it.
And another
know
thing
what is
again,
good and go for it.
And another thing, some people tend to look at it this way as since Rejoice is going to follow this particular person, I have to follow her. I have to follow her because I get to understand that youth in this part of the country kind of they follow who I know. You understand? If you're my friend, I will follow. If you're not my friend, then forget about
There's
it.
actually a popular saying that says, follow who know road. You should not actually look at the one your neighbor is following. You could see and say, like, this person has a better idea of a better Nigeria, so go for the person. You must not actually you must not actually follow the person your neighbor is going ahead to vote. Like, that's your right, that's your decision.
Well, that is what I'm saying. Our fundamental human right is the number one thing, and then it's our number one priority. And then if we decide to do away with it, then I don't know how it's going to be, but we are going to still suffer for another 4 years if care is not taken. Another 8 years. So it's left for you and I to do the right thing. Well, Rejoice, I think I've been taking more.
Yes, you are trying to outshine me on my show.
Well,
okay, we'll be going.
Excuse myself.
Okay. Rocketina, before you go, what do you have to say, like a special message you want to pass out to the voters out there?
Well, I have to tell the youth out there, I have to tell the people, I have to tell Nigerians, I have to tell the citizens of this great country that you should go out there, go get your PVC, and then vote wisely. Don't vote because of money. Don't vote because other people want to do one thing or the other. Don't do because some other people are telling you that this is a credible candidate. You know who is capable of taking Nigeria to the promised land. So this is just my free word to you.
Okay, I'll be going on the musical break, and when I come back, we'll be wrapping up the show for today. Don't go nowhere.
Last FM, your number one radio station.
Say no to bad governance. They've deceived us. Never again. Go get your BBC so this life we go better. Make sure you put leaders we get sense to rule us. It's time to vote. Me I go vote so we take back our country for the life of our future. Yeah. Go get your BBC so this life we go better. Make sure you put leaders we get sense to rule us. It's time to vote. None of these people fit to fight for you. Put the wrong person go bad for you. Put the person we go fit to stand for you. Making nobody lie for you. None of these people fit to fight for you. Put the wrong person go bad for you. Put the person we go fit to stand for you. Go get your BBC so this life we go better. Make sure you put leaders we get sense to rule us. It's time to vote. Me I go vote. So we take back our country for the life of our future. Yeah. Go get your BBC so this life we go better. Make sure you vote leaders we get sense to rule us. It's time to vote. Me I go vote. So we take back our country for the life of our future.
Alright, welcome back from that musical break. We've been talking about political apathy, and now we'll be going straight to the solutions to political apathy. One solution to political apathy is participating in elections. Like, get your PVC, participate in election, like go and get your PVC and vote the right and credible candidate. Another one is by knowing and defining our rights. Like, know your rights, know that voting is actually your right in this country and go for it. And vote, don't just vote or vote rightly, like vote the right candidate, the person you are kind of confident in that will be able to move Nigeria to the next level. Another one is knowing the political parties and the candidates that are contesting for that party. Over time we get to, there are some particular parties that it's in everybody's mind, so know the person that is know the candidate that is coming out for that particular party. Don't just go for the party name, know the candidate that is going out in that particular party and check if he is credible to be voted as the president, as the governor, as a senator, as the vice president, as it is. So another one is developing our culture and our political interest. You get to develop your culture, your political interest, know what you want and go for it. Okay, it's about that time where we get to call it a day on the Overview Show. I hope you got to know about the political party, the forms of political party, and I hope you are convinced to get involved in the political activities of our dear country, Nigeria. I'm still your host for today, Sunday Nanmini Rejoice, and I'm calling it a day on the Overview. Don't go nowhere. Bye for now.
Nobody lie for you. None of these people fit to fight for you. Put the wrong person and go bad for you. But the person will go fit to stand for you. Go get your BBC so this life will go better. Make sure you put leaders we get sense to rule us. It's time to vote. Oh. Me I go vote. Oh. So we take back our country for the life of our future. Yeah. Go get your BBC so this life will go better. Make sure you vote leaders we get sense to rule us. It's time to vote. Oh. Me I go vote. Oh. So we take
Last
back
FM, your number one radio station.